Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man, got him hot, ayy. Man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. Pass the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ayy, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ayy, she wanted like me cause I blame she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep it score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, what a point to God.
Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Ryan. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Go. Play 56.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
25, 21. Hey, Haywood.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Bengal, Leon Hall. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Great.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And that is intercepted by last year's NFL leader, DeMonte Casey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. First catch for the NFL's leader in receiving yards a year ago, and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Ryan. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Ryan now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Luke Kuechly, the all-pro linebacker, in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Panthers' 24-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
51. Hey, 2.
Check, 59. Ready?
Face.
Check, 59. Ain't no set, check.
From the gun, it's Ryan. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short game. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rush is just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Elijah Holyfield. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
His guys take over first at the 19-yard line.
Recon, 132 fighter.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks. Just like
looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back seven, phenomenal.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
20.
56, Mike, 56.
Defense. Let's go, defense.
Out of the gun, Newton. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half.
Pardon me, one of the cardinal rules of defense is that if you're in position to make a tackle, you need to make it.
Well, and if you can't make the tackle before that, you just got to knock that ball down, right?
Yeah, something has to happen because we saw the end result there. Missed tackle, he goes all the way and takes it for a touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Ryan to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. That's taken on the 25. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. It gained really good yardage. That's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
On 1st down, Freeman. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Tuesday.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Freeman, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Ready, blue lady! I got 25!
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And Freeman lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here you go. 180, 45. Watch the screen.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
Let's get it.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. They find some open field here. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. K1 short. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the shotgun, Ryan looking deep for Julio. And this will be caught at the 30. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now Ryan gets it off to Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Bryant's extra point up and good, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Set. 20. Back.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. They'll roll him out right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Vic Beasley in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.